Okay. All right, everyone, let's get this started. Had some technical issues getting it, so I'm kind of running from a backup. And let's see where we have everything going or not. So apologies. I will have to check a few settings here. Oh, there we go. Now we are finally live. So let's go back to full screen here. How is everybody doing? And let's see, as mentioned, this is more of a technical experiment to see if I can start a stream without a limb. And it looks like I can't, so at least that is sorted. But since you're already here and since it was already set up, I thought, why not use this opportunity to do some work on Meteor 2.14. I had a meeting with Gabriel Gruba yesterday. We checked and merged some things, and I kind of want to continue on that. It says coffee hour, but instead I have here is this big T. So I'll be getting myself a little bit of that. And then I have some sad tiramisu waiting for me here to get some of the sugars to be effective. So that will be that. And let me move things around. A bit of a, as I mentioned before, a little bit of a chaos here due to technical issues, but it's kind of expected with the stream. And so feel free to ask any questions during this. I will try to monitor the chat as much as possible. So if you have any question, want to talk about something, that's fine. I'll say hello in the chat, and if I see somebody I know, and if you have some time, maybe I can try to get you on the stream, but since this is running through OBS on my computer, that will be another technical experiment to see how that works or not. So let's see, yesterday when I worked with Gruba, and this morning we merged about 2, 4, 6, maybe 8 or 10 pull requests. So I would say it's going pretty well with moving Meteor 2.14 forward. Let's take a look here on what we have still to do. Still have 35 pull requests open, 34 because one of them is the release itself. And today I'll try, I have 3 pull requests to make into 1. And then I have 1 pull request to fix changes in. Lovely. So let's put some light here. So as if dogged here. Let's actually start with this pull request, which is very nice. Let's do this. Active is accepted. And we need to switch into our release 2.14 branch so that it can be merged. So that's one pull request taken care of, and now I have here, let's put together the pull request that I will be, or pull requests plural, that I'll be working on. Oops, one extra number. So one of them is updating bundle dependencies. Another one is updating parts of the login package. Another one is to move underscore types to def dependencies in server bundle. So let's see, where's my, okay, so let me get to the latest version here of release 2.14, and let's see, the biggest one by far, at least when it comes to files changes, this bundle dependencies update, where it's primarily, the reason why it's because of these npm ESLint plugins. Hi Rodrigo, how are you doing? So, and let's look over here on the login package. So that's another one to update here, and we have a bit of a discrepancy here with the chalk package. Reason why this is affecting the bundle is because we put it there. So what I am going to do here is revert the changes that are outside of the package itself. So let's find our logging types. There we go. Check that out. Let's get the latest release in there. And now that we have that, let's go back here and see what we need to kind of reverse. So I'm gonna go to Travis YML, which has an outdated version. Then in the Meteor file, go back one version. So that will take care of reversing those two packages. And another one is the dev bundle server package. And we have two here, which will also come into play. We have the dev dependencies. So let's go back to 0.5.1. 0.5.1. Now, with this, what I'm going to do is reverse bundle changes. And push that. That way it will simplify this PR, especially when it comes to all the other things. Okay. So that makes this change much simpler. And with that, we'll have the tests run here and see if it works, which now it should, because there are no changes to the bundle, which will make somewhere else. And that was the 12669. Let me cross that out, and I'm thinking we said the 12622, the first one here, which makes all these changes. Bundle dependencies, I think that's a proper name for this. So what I'm going to do is, it says this old name. And looking at here, I actually started doing like another bundle, 14.21.4.4.4. So that's definitely up. So this one, let's find it, the bundle. So we have to actually go in here. And that's 14.21.3.6. So I don't have that. Interesting. And dev bundle 14. And it's actually even on mine own. So this actually makes it easier, because I'm going to check out this old branch, put these changes in there, which I'm going to have definitely some merge conflicts. So we want to go with this and actually up it up by a patch version. Then we want to, let's see, we want to check which one has the higher versions here. The types will also cover that. Oh, yikes. I think I have fixed that here, but somebody else also did that, so I'll go with this one. Some version, this over here. And same process will be over here. And of course we'll have to update our Blaze connection to the latest master, which should fix itself automatically. Commit and merge. And how this is going to happen, let's see. Bit quiet, you say, Daniel. Hello there. Let's see what we can do about that. I don't want to maybe have too much on my mic so that you don't hear too much of the noise around. So let me know. I've upped it up a little bit if that is good enough. I'll have the comments open here. And let's get back to working here. As I said, if you have any questions or you want me to discuss a particular topic, let me know and I can stop and focus on that. Now I'm just pretty much, this is so far a little bit kind of putting together how to do or how to prepare for a bundle. Okay, so we already have this dev bundle existing right over here, which is no longer relevant. So I'm actually going to, oops, delete this and just going to rename this to the actual dev bundle. Okay, so nothing crashed so far. Yay. So what will that mean here for this pull request is that I am going to close it in a moment. I still have our third PR to merge into this. So, and what I will actually do is, since this is a very simple change, I will just find underscore types. Oops, too many windows. So I'm just going to find this branch, which I no longer have locally, but that's fine. So I can check it out. And then I shall merge it into close git flow here. I will move it manually to here. So let's see what's all that is going to happen. Okay, we have a bit of a conflict, but that's fine. We just move with what we have over here. And let's see if the merge was successful or not. Yes, because this is just moving it from dependencies to dev dependencies. That's where types should live. Okay, so we have that. And with that, hey Kelly, how are you? So with that done, so I will have to actually set upstream to origin, because if it's pushed to my branch, then it's less accessible to Meteor developers. So let me push it. No, I don't want this old branch at all. I'm on my new one, so what is this? Push. Oh, Kelly is working to get M7 jobs to work with 3.0 alpha. For that, please check. There's a PR from me. I kind of started on that process. So if you want to kind of continue from that, that would be great. And why am I still bothered by this old branch? Awesome. So if you want, Kelly, then I'll have, since you are working from my changes, you can then commit to it or make a overseeding pull request, so we can get that in. So let's try. I can imagine it's frustrating to work with such a big library, a lot of things going on there. No, that is... But remote branch should dev bundle push to and from. It has the origin, but it's the wrong... That's why it has been having issues. 14.21, 4.4. Strange. There we go. Yes, since the M7S jobs is in pure JavaScript, and I think what you can do there, if you know, since kind of refactoring it into TypeScript is thing on its own, and Max hasn't been too much open to it yet, you can do JS docs, and that should help quite a bit as well with some of those frustrations. It's interesting because it has, you know, JS docs have, or is it TS docs? No, JS docs, I think. They have some special additional things that are also useful. For example, you know, different properties like deprecated and C, which in good IDEs show up very nicely if you use some of those functions. So that's pretty neat. Okay, so now and the pull requests here. Let's see. So this is closed because it has been because I removed the branch. So that's been of course closed, and now I need to make sure that this branch gets pulled here. So I want to go to release 2.14 from dev bundle 14. How much was that? The number 1421 4.4. No, it's not pushed up yet. Then why? Okay, now it's pushed, so now it should, yes, make that. Continuing from 12.622. The other one was 12.783. And merging in and relevant parts of 12.669. Update bundle dependencies, move TS types to dev dependencies, and finally what was update chalk. That will be the next one. So it's that, and we'll be going for release 2.14 as our target. So that these checks will eventually fail because this requires, since we are making changes to the dev bundle, that requires changes to be made or actually to be generated by the Meteor software team. That is not something that I can do here because I don't have access to those resources. Okay, so let's get to this last part. Okay, and namely bundle changes from logging package update. So that's okay. So that's the dev bundle 12 or 14.21 4.4. How this works, just kind of tidbit information is the first three version numbers are the node version, and then the last, could say the patch version, or the last number here is the version iteration of the bundle for that particular node bundle. So that's all up and ready here. Let me, of course, let's get the guys going here, and let's make sure this is the okay. Okay, so let's notice here dev bundle changes move to here. Merge into here, close the comment, delete that branch. Always try to delete your branches because we have a lot of old branches and it just makes it super difficult and long to clone the repository, especially if you are cloning everything and all that stuff. So if you are finished with something, it's a good etiquette and rules of cleanliness to delete old unused branches after you. So, and that's also mentioned there. Okay, C for continuation. And with that, I have one less thing to be worried about here. And it should be one more thing actually, milestone 214. So with that, we should have a nice new bundle with updated dependencies for 2.14 Meteor. For example, the chalk package itself has been, I think I have to double check which one exactly we are putting into the dev bundle, but we are going from 0.5 to version 4, so there have been, of course, speed improvements and size downsizing, so it should be faster, and it won't affect exactly the dev, in this case the dev bundle, it won't affect your deployments, but the pack, if you are using the logging package, then that one should be kind of decreased in half, or at least close to half, so that might affect some of your deployment size at least a little bit. Now then, TypeScript 4.9.5 is another one that I will have to look at. And where did we end up with that one? First of all, let's check this to make it easier to see. So, TypeScript. 4.9.5 require a talk, we agreed to do that. The issue here is, of course, the npm packages. Whenever you change something there, that creates a bit of an issue. And let's check if this has also impact on the bundle. So you have the Slint plugin, your npm package, Babel compiler, TypeScript package. Yes, it has impact on that. So let's change this a bit around. Bundle 14.21 4.4. So we'll target our dev bundle for merge. And let's sell that Gruba. PR. So that will make things easier for folks. And finally, what I can still do on this stream, 12.754. So is that the one? No, sorry, that's that one I will have to spend a little bit more time on to fix all the tests, and I will not torture you with that here. That will be an annoying process. What we decided here with Gruba, or Gruba27, Gabriel Gruba, is that I'm going to take the async index creation and move that into separate PR, and this is to make it easier, or to make this PR smaller and make it easier then to merge things. It's a general good, should I say, good practice. Let's see. Okay, looks like we had a bit of a hiccup there. Let me check if we are still online and everything. Okay, so it's not sure if it's just me or if the chat from YouTube just went down. At least it's telling me that it's down, so I just have to kind of go without you guys, which is unfortunate. So yeah, back to talking about how to best make the, and I can probably in that case turn this off, best how to make these pull requests. You know, especially like with things like moving to async and all that stuff, just do one thing at a time. Don't try to ram as much. Don't ram as much as possible into a PR, because it makes it harder, you know, to review. And if there's like some issue, like the test, you know, start failing, then it's unless you also make sure you have that, you have everything separated, maybe in commits, then it's kind of becomes hard to figure out, okay, where are we failing on this. And so with this one is, you know, the big issue because you need to do all the async await things everywhere, and that's super annoying. But the good thing about indexes is that, you know, unless you have some specific need, you can just, you know, fire the, like here, user.create index async, fire that. You don't even have to await it, because then, you know, the database is going to churn through things, do it itself, and kind of deal with it. But at the same time, this might affect potentially the tests if there are any for this, but I think that we should be fine. So me just fixing, you know, or just moving like these, use discrete indexes and make them async should be fine. So let's get down to it. And the good thing about this, once it's done, so let's start from our release 2.14. We'll create a branch here, feature user index async. So once this is done, if you are using the built-in tool to check for outdated, you know, database calls and all that stuff, this will disappear because it also tracks, you know, of outdated or deprecated use from internal Meteor stuff, which you don't really have to worry in your application because that will be taken care of in the Meteor 3.0 upgrade, or, you know, maybe a little bit some here in 2.14 or later 2x releases. So that's so that will you don't have to worry about it in your app, but you know, you get a lot of false positives, so we can reduce that at least a little bit, then that's a win. So now that we have our branch, I am going to find the files where we'll do it. So let's check here, line 1777. Scroll all the way down here, maybe a little bit more. Here we go. So let's check up here. It's a synchronous function. I'm guessing it's been quite a few years since this has been touched, and now the theory is that we just doing this should be enough for these indexes, because this is, which in all cases, you know, fire and forget. Let's see, let me try to refresh my studio. Okay, that's strange. So let me see if we are actually still online. Yes, looks like we are. But my chat is not working, apologies. Looks like there are some additional technical challenges. So okay. So Alim is doing some things in the background, so I got kicked out. Just let me quickly do that here. And let's see if I can get back in there. Okay, it's going to be more complicated. So let us finish this and see what we can do here. So we have another index here in the all out package. So let's see which one was that. Line 39. Async. Let's see another index over here. So it's already a lot of mentionings of indexes. We have this one. Then we have here in password server, that's on line 1000 something. Yay. For aesthetic reasons, let's move these things. At least like that. And then we have passwordless server. That's line 200 something, smaller package. Always at the end. Pending credentials. Nice up here. And finally down here. This one, and that should be on line 8. Oh, right before me. So, cherry pick async access from, and we have it's issued or pull request this. And we'll just create a new one here. Pick user async creations from this, and that will add the reference. We want this milestone here. Release 2.14. This is to scale down this BR and get things in faster and more manageable chunks. Of course, if I can English, that's my second language. actually third. So we have that here, and then we have just to wait what will the test be saying us. So that's another task I had on my list. Let me try to get my chat working so I can see. Okay, here we go. Looks like I can get finally back. Let's see. Apologies, just trying to get back where I was. Great. Okay, guys. So, as I said, this is kind of what I had in mind to kind of do here on camera, so you can see me how I work these things. Hopefully, if you have any comments or recommendations, or if you want to chat specific, now is the time. In the meantime, I can enjoy a bit of a tea and some tiramisu, which is getting a bit sadder that I have not eaten it yet. Okay, Rodrigo has to run. Thank you very much for being here. Seeing you. Just want to also, as I said, it's been a little bit kind of a on fast, just try some things, and I think we have, Alim looks like he has figured it in the background, but as I wait for chats and talks to come in, I kind of want to shout out a few people and do some shameless promotion. So first of all, I would like to shout out Jan Kuster, who is working with me on the Meteor community packages. And if you have a few dollars to spare, I would be happy if you can send something his way. And as you can see here, my next target of opportunity to shout out is Kelly Copley, who is also in the chat. If GitHub will actually allow me to, here we go, show his profile. I would also highly recommend, he's one of the founders of Meteor community packages and also the socialized packages. Very awesome packages if you want any social networks like functionality. So I would highly recommend that him for sponsorship. And of course, if you like what I'm doing, you can also sponsor me via GitHub sponsors as well. So that's kind of all of that. And speaking of Meteor community packages, I do want to check on package. We have working hard on Meteor roles and desktop, and for roles I do believe we are ready to do the async. And let's see, did I push my changes? Yes. So you will see it here live. I am merging, let's see if we want to, yes, into master. the async version for Meteor roles. Let me switch here to Meteor roles. And just some cleaning. Just leave the async there for a little bit, and let's see. Meteor roles, where do I have it? Oh, right here. So now that we have all of that here, the only thing that's right now missing is we don't have those asyncs functions in definitions. So let me do Meteor show. Let's see if I have the correct, I don't think so, version. So 3.5.1 actually need to be in here. That would be 3.6.0. That would be our next release. And in history, version 3.6.0, added async versions of functions, added missing types. And let me show you how this process works before you have even like to make sure that 361, before anything gets released, it needs to be properly documented so that if anything happens, we can check back and people know what's happening. And I'll go back here to get the name of the person, because we want to give proper attribution. And I was there involved as well. Always good idea to add a link. Let's see, anybody else? Yes, also Jan Kuster was involved. Do I have him here or still not? Nope. So let me get him. Okay, so then let's see, anything else that we have from the last release? It's like another thing that we are dealing because every repository is a little bit different because it came from different authors originally, so we need to always check everything. Okay, so version 3.5.1, is that the latest version? So let's see if we have any other pull requests that I might have missed. Update this definition, readme, security and issue stable, fixing tests. When was this? When did we 3.75? Or sorry, 3.75. Okay. So we have that. So let's start one thing at a time. Complete test suite. Okay, and that's 375. Oh, I need to also add this here. So in the meantime, guys, you know, if there anything that you want to ask me, you know, anything about Meteor, community packages, T, Prague, or Japan, or anything goes. I'll be probably finishing in the next 10 minutes. And so pick your topics. And I'm going to add this 380 here at the end to make it more consistent. So 380. Actually, you have way more already here. So I think with that we are prepared for this momentous release. We have the changelog, we have the version change, release. Actually, so let's see, let's just be sure to delete the node modules there. So always that could be a problem if not done properly. So I think we can do Meteor publish. Okay, let's check how if there are no errors. No. So publish aligning roles 3.6.0 and things got a bit updated. What do we have here? File version 1. Okay, so it's just probably for that. So now I make this commit. Some depend about for test app, not important. Then I make here tag version 360, and I'll push both of those up. And here on the releases, we'll have a new this one. Let's do some auto generation to include pretty much everything. Test suite, fixing test, and I am going to need to make sure that the original 361 is there as well. Async by Storyteller and this, and that's the 361 is the original. Okay, publish release. So the caveat here is that the version 3.6, it has all the async functions, but we don't have the types yet there, and we don't have the docs. That will be in, we'll do that, in 3.6.1. If you want to help with that, please go ahead. It will be a good, if you are working on Hacktoberfest, that will be a good one to do, so highly encouraged. Will save me some time as well to work on other things. And with that, one more time again, I would before I go, I would like to ask for any questions. I'll fill up my tea here. And as a final round, I would highly encourage you, if you consider what we are doing here with Meteor Community Packages, to consider sponsoring Jan Kuster, who is, say, my partner in crime in keeping all of these packages up to date, or trying to, and releasing and merging stuff. Kelly Copley, who is one of the co-founders of Meteor Community Packages and does amazing packages like Socialize. And finally, if you like what I'm doing, for me as well, there are some additional, say, bonuses for sponsoring me. So if you can, it would be highly appreciated. And let's see. Oh, looks like I forgot to actually show you guys here, my mistake. So again, here's for Jan Kuster, here's for Kelly Copley, and for me. And let's see. Any questions, final things? Leave some time for the stream to catch up. Okay. So, let's see, what do we have thing going here? If not, then I will call this a day then. As I said, it was mostly kind of to test a few technical things, and I decided to kind of use this time to also go ahead, do some coding and talking. But I think I overstayed my welcome. So at this point, thank you very much. Again, if you would be so kind and consider sponsoring or one-time donation to me or Jan Kuster or Kelly Copley, very much appreciated. And with that said, I guess I'll see you all on Friday for our usual Meteor Dispatches podcast on this channel. So make sure to share, like, and subscribe, all that jazz. That will be on Friday at 3:30 p.m. Central European Time. I'm not sure right now what the time is. I think it's like 9:30 on the Eastern Time in America, but make sure to fact check me on that. And I also have my own channel. Let me see if we can show that up here. Depending on where I'm currently logged in, that's always fun with YouTube. And oh my god, so many people here. Let's see if I can find myself. Oh, here we go. So that's my channel. It's kind of a mix of my travels and my talks and some family stuff. And over here is I have a Meteor Meteor playlist. So that's where you can see all my Meteor related stuff. Okay, with that, I'll leave you with. Let's see, what will I actually leave you here? Yes, with this ending screen. So thank you very much, and hope to see you around at our other streams.